Gotta let my gold come out, baby. Yeah. Voila. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Yo, this is how it's going down. You know, I'm going to make a part 2 right now or a sequel part 2 to the video, The Babylonian Temple Whores, Sacred Prostitution, and how that relate to the African Americans. This is the sequel to that video. I'm going to make it real quick and concentrated, because I don't have a whole lot to say on it. Because I left some things out, this is the sequel. Okay. Now, when we understanding that, when you looked at words like adultery, which was idolatry, the worshiping of pagan deities. When you look at adultery, when you look at whoredoms, prostitution, the breaking, committing zana, you know what I'm saying? When you look at these things, all of those things were deeply entrenched in religion, okay? And when you look at the religious nature of the African American woman today, it doesn't matter whether she is a Christian, Muslim, or a Jew. It doesn't matter whether she is a Hebrew Israelite. You understand what I'm saying? It really doesn't matter. You understand? What matters is that this is an African American practicing pagan religion. You understand? Pretty much identical to the temple whore. And being that this African American, who is the descendant and carry the bloodline of both Canaan and Israel in their DNA, being that they are those people, you understand what I'm saying? While they are sitting up inside of the Christian church, and they should, because the ancient Canaanites, like St. Augustine and Tertullian, and others, black founding forefathers of the Roman Catholic Christian movement, those guys were black men, and those black men were from Phoenicia. Not Phoenicia, those black men was from Carthage. They were Carthaginians. So the black Canaanites played a strong role in Christianity. So therefore, you're going to find a lot of black people today deeply entrenched in Christianity, because a lot of black people in Christianity go back to the foundations of Christianity. You understand? So when you have the African American, Hebrew Israelite, and Canaanite involved inside of the Christian church, you dig, understanding that the Christian church founding forefathers were Canaanites. You understand? When you can understand that, and you can understand that a woman who have had beyond 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 sex partners join these religions, you dig what I'm saying? Then she begins to seek marriage inside of these religions, these modern day Canaanite religions. You dig what I'm saying? Being that they have already violated or committed zana by having all of these particular sex partners, she is no different than the modern day Babylonian Canaanite temple whore. You understand what I'm saying? And the same goes for the Hebrew Israelite woman. This woman had practiced all type of paganisms before she was made aware that she had possibly come from the Hebrew or the Israelite extraction. And this also go for the women of the Moorish Temple of Science, the Nation of Islam, and all of these pagan religions that were not started by Israelite. Even the Hebrew Israelite movement, because a lot of the Hebrew Israelite movement is a messianic movement which involves Christianity, which is non-Israelite, which is still a mixture of pagan and Israel, Judeo-Christianity, pagan / Israel, holy / non-holy mix. You see, that's what's happening, So when you got these Israelite women who comes into this game, who from a life of living all type of hellish whoredoms and sins, who done probably brought down all types of men, because there were men that were in love with them who still think about them to this very day, who men who they have straight brought down to the grave, to their mental graves, have emasculated men and just dogged them out so bad, you dig? And then wants to come inside of the Hebrew Israelite movement and want somebody to take care of her. 9 times out of 10, when she comes, she is not a virgin, and when she comes, she's coming fresh out of a relationship from a pagan, because a lot of those women be actually in the Hebrew Israelite movement and they still be sleeping with the pagan men from their past. This is the reason why you can have a Hebrew Israelite woman inside the Hebrew Israelite movement 5, 10, 20 years, never get married, you know what I'm saying, and never really, really date an Israelite man. That's because she's fucking one of the pagans. You understand? She fucking one of the men of her pagan past, of her heathen past. You dig what I'm saying? My point is to say that the sexually duplicitous nature of that particular woman, you know what I'm saying? Then she comes inside of the, already commits honor, then wants somebody to marry her, not understanding the fact that only virgins and widows are fit for marriage inside of the Hebrew Israelite movement. You see? So for her to want to seek marriage, you know what I'm saying, to come inside of the movement is like coming inside of the Babylonian temple. And for her to seek marriage is like her seeking that stranger. You understand what I'm saying? Her fulfilling that once in a lifetime obligation with that stranger. It's like her seeking that stranger. You know what I'm saying? It is that same type of thing. A lot of these women will date men and marry men and don't even know them, just because they in the Israelite movement. There's women who join IUIC and all them One West knockoff groups and get married real fast, because they infatuated with the idea of marrying the stranger inside of this religious cult. You understand what I'm saying? There was a female that I dated, that I brought inside of the Hebrew Israelite movement. You know what I'm saying? And me and this woman was talking for years and years and years. And up out of the blue, she meet this one guy, and then swiftly up out of nowhere, she marries him. You understand what I'm saying? But I am the man who brought her into this movement. I am the man who sexed her. I am the man who impregnated her. You understand what I'm saying? She wanted, to move on beyond me without biblical justification and go on to another man. A man that was new, a stranger. And due to microchimerism, because I was an Israelite, because I had dreadlocks, because I played drums, she looked for a man that had dreadlocks, that played drums, and that was an Israelite. Microchimerism, she was looking for me inside of her man. You dig what I'm saying? So when her man began to teach and began to start giving those lessons, she can reflect back and hear my voice telling her. So when she sleep with her man, that she can think of me sleeping with her, because I am the one who she really wanted. I was just too alpha and wasn't trying to be with her because I knew her past. She was a harlot. You understand? And she was not fit for Israelite marriage with me. You understand? I've seen her sleep with several people. When I met her, shit, I took her from some other motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So she gets inside of the Israelite movement, meet the strange motherfucker, instead of dealing with a man who, like me, shit, I spoke Hebrew, spoke Arabic, you know what I'm saying? I got degrees and shit in history, been studying the Hebrew Israelite movement 30 years, and one of the elite of Israel. But yet and still, she left that to go to an inferior Israelite, because he was a strange motherfucker with the same qualities as Yashib in Israel, microchimerism. You understand what I'm saying? These women who are non-virgins are getting married inside of the Israelite movement. These preachers, these teachers, these mores are marrying women that has committed zina. The man is marrying a woman that has committed zina. And because she is committing zina inside of a religious movement and they are supporting this, she is Kadesha, a temple whore. You understand what I'm saying? And the man that marries her, not looking for the evidence of virginity, the man that marries her is her simp, whoremonger, that you call today a husband. You see what I'm saying? The man that you call today a husband that has a non-virgin wife is equivalent to the whoremonger of the temple of Aphrodite. And that is a fact. You dig what I'm saying? Unless you're an Israelite man or any black man, if this woman is not a virgin, you have no business marrying this female. Shalom Alaikum. That is part 2 of the temple whore. Your wife is a temple whore. Your wife was my temple whore. Shalom.